So you're saying Trump shutting down left-wing NGOs is left-wing?
No, I'm saying, first of all, what makes it far right or in some way not a centrist position? Do you think if NGOs, for instance, who are going against Biden, right, would that make him far left-wing if he shut down right-wing NGOs who are going against the laws of the land or trying to impede the laws of the land?
Well, they're not impeding the laws of the land because you just said you didn't care about the laws of the land because the law says as they get here.
Trump's not that far right. He's not that far right. He's more of a centrist.
I mean, the policies I think that he's implementing are far right than he probably actually is.
Well, let's see if we can get some terms sorted out here. What's far right and far left to you?
I would take far left, like you're talking like socialists, commies. Far right, I would say Christian nationalism.
You think Christian nationalism is far right?
I think Christian nationalism would be on the far right of the spectrum. I mean, if we're just looking at the one-dimensional left-right.
Do you think that racialism is a part of right-wing politics?
All right-wing politics? No. And there's probably some aspects
far right politics.
Far right? I would say yeah.
Okay.
And I think there might also be some of that on the left as well.
And then anti-LGBTQ, that would be far right?
I would say probably, yeah.
Okay. Can you show me?
Anti-liberalism.
Yeah. So what are these policies that Trump is implementing that you consider to be far right, especially on social issues? He's not doing anything. The only thing that I've ever seen him do, which could even be construed as anti-LGBTQ, even though it's a category error, because he's talking about he's saying there's only two genders, that actually has nothing to do with homosexuality at all. So I've never seen him actually do anything negative towards any homosexual community ever. Well, and I've never seen him do anything negative on any racialism front either.
Are we talking specifically Trump, or can we encompass his whole administration?
Well, we're talking about Trump.
So he's not responsible for...
I'm saying that Trump is more of a centrist than he is a right-winger.
I don't think Trump has like solid positions on much.
Well, I think he does. What about misogyny? Is he a misogynist? Is that more of a right-wing position?
I wouldn't say misogyny is necessarily right-wing.
No? You think
I think there could be...
You think left-wingers embrace misogyny?
Sometimes.
Okay, give me a case use.
I think Hassan Piker. He said some misogynistic stuff in the past.
Yeah, but you don't think he's a misogynist?
Probably not.
Yeah, so you would probably... Can you give me a left-winger you think is actually a misogynist?
That's actually a misogynist? I don't know.
But you can
I don't delve into the...
Is Nick Fuentes a misogynist?
Is Nick Fuentes a misogynist? I don't watch much Nick Fuentes.
Am I a misogynist?
Possibly.
Okay.
Just because
you're going to associate this with the right,
I would say yes for your position on repealing the 19th Amendment.
Okay, even though that really has nothing to do with women at all. Yeah. The idea is to limit suffrage, period. It's not just specific to women. A part of that would be the 19th Amendment being repealed. That's true. But that has nothing to do with the fact that I don't want women to be able to vote, but whether I want to limit suffrage, period, which I do. So anyway, when you're talking about far-right positions here versus far-left positions, I would like to actually hear the far-right positions.
Renaming the Harvey Milk cruiser. There was a I can't remember what type of ship it was, but there was a ship in the Navy. It was named after Harvey Milk.
Okay.
They renamed that.
How would that be a far-right position?
Well, that was anti-LGBT.
How is that anti-LGBT? Did Trump rename this ship? What are you talking about? What is Trump doing and pushing towards at the presidential level, which is far right at all? It all seems like
down on immigration as well.
Yeah, but what does the right wing say? We want more. We want you to do more on this. More. Give us more.
They're already like trying to get like bigger numbers than like Obama.
I know. So I mean, yeah, exactly.
So if he was doing your position is that because Trump isn't deporting enough people, and by going around...
Well, first of all, deportation itself is not a right-wing position. You agree with that?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's
what
some
makes it a
cases.
far right-wing position?
Well,
then?
I think the way that he's going about doing
Which is,
one, depriving people of due process. Two,
what? These people get more due process. They probably get more due process than you do. The idea they come in right under these phony baloney ass stories of political persecution for asylum,
which is what the law says.
Yeah. Okay. Now you care what the law says. They come in under the guise of asylum. They're clearly abusing the system. Right? And they get processed out. They're getting processed out and deported out. And most of these ICE raids are happening with people who've been here for years and years who weren't supposed to be here. They had due process, dude. Who's he depriving due process for?
Would you really think that these people are having court hearings and
They're supposed to. They don't show up to them.
What are you talking about? They are arresting people at the court hearings.
Wait a second.
There's people that have immigration court hearings right there, and there's ICE waiting for them to grab them up.
There's people coming in who aren't supposed to be here, who are being deported. The problem there is...
The point is that you're supposed to adjudicate whether they're supposed to be here or not. Trump's unilaterally taking those people and sending them out.
I'm sorry. The laws of the land says they're not supposed to be here, right?
That's a civil penalty.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be here?
Well... It depends. If they claim asylum, then yeah, they are.
Yeah,
they can be here.
So using your bullshit system, they can come in and clog up the asylum system, which is what they're doing.
Change the asylum law.
Yeah, so but they're do you agree with me that they're clogging up the asylum system on purpose? Because they can.
On purpose?
Yeah, that it's an abuse of the system, that there's literally NGOs who will sit at the border.
I would have to see some evidence that there's a massive coordination.
Man, there's NGOs all over the southern border who will give them, we have them filmed. They'll literally come in and say, when you get there, you have to tell them, I'm there to seek asylum.
Well, is that the NGOs clogging up the system, or is that the immigrants clogging up the system?
Here's the thing that's so funny, right? These are left-wing NGOs. Yes, left-wing NGOs who are doing this. Not right-wing NGOs.
And then Trump is shutting those down. He's going against those. So wouldn't that be right-wing?
He's trying to, right? But the thing is
he's trying to? Wait, I thought immigration numbers were way down.
You enforcing the laws of the United States, right, and telling people not to clog up the system
enforcing
for
the laws,
asylum.
You just said you didn't care about the law.
Did you hear what I just said? Asylum seekers who are coming in and clogging it up, right? How is it far right for you to try to shut down NGOs that are telling them to do that?
Well, because the NGOs you said were left wing.
So what? That wouldn't make you far right. That would just make them left wing.
But Trump is shutting those down.
That would still not make him far right.
So you're saying Trump shutting down left wing NGOs is left wing?
No. I'm saying, first of all, what makes it far right, or in some way not a centrist position? Do you think if NGOs, for instance, who are going against Biden, right, would that make him far left wing if he shut down right wing NGOs who are going against the laws of the land? Or trying to impede the laws of the land?
Well, they're not impeding the laws of the land, because you just said you didn't care about the laws of the land, because the law says as they get here, it's that.
Do you think that our asylum system was set up?
Biden did try to revise the asylum law, which would have fixed the problem.
Okay, you think.
And Trump said, don't do it.
You think that these asylum seekers,
which I guess would be left wing under your purview,
purposely clogging up this system that is there,
purposely clogging up the system. I would have to see some evidence that it's an intentional move to do this.
So they're coming and seeking asylum from non-war-torn nations, economic migrants they call themselves. You think that they're not abusing the system on purpose?
Is the system getting abused? Yes. Is it?
On
are
purpose.
They coming here with the intention of abusing this?
Yes.
I
don't think they're coming here with the intention of abusing the system. So if you say we're in big neon signs like Biden did, we're open for business, right? And you're going to get treated to a nice hotel room and a nice meat dinner, right? And we're going to try to give amnesty to all sorts of people. You don't think that sends a signal? Come on in. You don't think so?
Does that send a signal to say, "Come on in"?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people are. I don't think people are traveling all the way across just because Biden says,
"Yeah, how come illegal immigration's down?"
Well, first off, because people are scared of getting sent off to an El Salvadorian camp.
So it's almost like sending out the signal that this won't be tolerated, right? It acts as a deterrent.
Is that a left-wing position or a right-wing position?
Deterrent. Well, I wouldn't even consider this to be a right-wing position. This would still be, I think centrist would enforce the laws of the land with this.
But it's not enforcing the laws of the land, because you just said you didn't care about the laws of the land.
First of all, even if I didn't care about any of the laws of the land, and by the way, you're taking that weight out of context, it has nothing to do with whether or not they're enforcing it. We were talking about the asylum law. It has nothing to do with whether or not they're enforcing it, does it? Even if I didn't agree with any of the laws of the land, it wouldn't negate the fact that they're enforcing the laws of the land, would it? No. The answer would be no there.
No.
You're looking for the word no. Exactly. That word.
If hang on, I'm trying to process what you were saying, okay? Okay. Look, I'm just sorry. I'm getting confused, because you're basically saying Trump is doing left-wing things and right-wing things, and
I'm just saying he's not that far right by any metric that I can see. He's not very far right. I think if you had a real far right-winger in there, that they would deploy the military to the border. I think that they would be like, man, you need to arrest them, send them back immediately.
You need to
not treat them well at all.
Creating the largest police force in the history of the United States is right-wing?
What?
Creating the largest police force in the history of the United States?
No, what makes that right-wing? What would make that right-wing? How's that necessarily authoritarian that you have a larger police force to enforce the laws of the land? Why is that? That's not even authoritarian.
You don't think that's
So less police is less authoritarian?
No.
Well, then what are you talking about?
Good place to wrap up. Thank you, gentlemen. Is that cool?